Today is a windy, blustery January 6, 2020, the Feast of the Epiphany, the official end of the Christmas season. We're at the Hollywood Avenue crossing in Hohokus, New Jersey on the New Jersey Transit Mainline. We're going to spend the day looking out for some old dinosaur diesels. And this is a great spot to railfan. And we got a couple of trains too. It's 11:25. You can hear 11:51 in the background. He's coming into Hohokus Station from Hoboken to Suffern, waiting for 11:66 from Suffern. Some unscheduled train there. Had a GP40 on the point. Good to see those dinosaurs. It was faked out there for a minute. This is 11:66. He should have an FH on the back. PH-3 should have 11:51 coming soon. That outbound train we saw with the GP40 on them, that was probably the equipment off of 1309, which terminates in Ridgewood from Hoboken, dead heading to Suffern. And coming west, got to remember it's backwards from what we're used to on Long Island. It's train 11:51 from Hoboken to Suffern at 11:37. Got a nice sounding horn on that DP. Nice sound. Next stop, Paul, we're just around the Bob Collins S-curve. Not sure what that freight was, but it might have been H56, but that's usually nocturnal. H55 goes the other way in the early mid-afternoon, but I'll take it. And approaching at 12:16 is train 11:14 en route from Suffern to Hoboken. And it sounds like he's got a Jeep shoving on him. .4211. Soon we should have the cat with 1109 for supper. heard the horn of F40PH2 Cat 4119 on train 1109 for Suffern. This is my friend Joe Strappel looks on with amazement. This is one of two cats that New Jersey Transit runs. The other is 4120. Ah, nice. Got a shave and a haircut to boot, but that wasn't Ben. His Old Glory flaps in the breeze, and there's quite a breeze today. It's a beautiful sunny day otherwise. Glad I brought my car with me to keep warm. And approaching at 12:25 is train 1168 out of Waldwick for Hoboken. We're getting some good horn shows here today. We got a couple of guys here helping me out with all these trains. We got Joe Strappel on the left and NJ Railfanning on the right. He lives up the road in Ramsey a little ways. So we're all prepared for whatever comes through. Approaching at 12:51. He's running very late, about 20 minutes late or so. Train 1153 for Suffern with an F40PH-3. See NJ Railfanning and Joe Strappel getting ready to shoot 1116 from Suffern to Hoboken. I think this has a cat on the rear. Nice. Second of 3 times we'll see that engine today. He'll be going back on 51 to Port Jervis just before dark. Okay, next up at 1:22 is train 62 from Port Jervis to Hoboken. You should have something interesting shoving on the rear. Jeep 4101 shoving.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the original.
Approaching at 1:30 is train 47 from Hoboken to Middletown. Makes Rutherford all stops to Glen Rock, and then he's non-stop to Suffern before heading for Port Jervis, making all stops. There's a train pulling out of Hohokus right now. And train 47 should be in the mix somewhere. Might have a drag race here, pretty close to it, with the Middletown train being closest to me. Should have 47 on the near track very shortly. He left Glen Rock a few minutes ago. Here comes 47 now for Middletown. That last train that went by with the DP was 1111 for Suffern. Train 1111. This line is very flexible. The dispatcher can run any way he wants on all three tracks here. And since that Middletown train doesn't stop between Glen Rock and Suffern, he'll be running around 1111. Now we've moved east to the Hohokus station. We get this beautiful vantage point on a sharp curve. And approaching at 2:17 is train 1118 from from Suffern to Hoboken. Next stop, Ridgewood, shoved by an F40 PH-3. How you doing, Joe? Feeling kind of cold?
Doing pretty good. Freezing though.
Yeah. It's hard to see past that old telegraph pole, but you can see the skyline of Manhattan from here. We're way up high. Was 11:57 for Suffern with the other cat, 4120. We got 1172 coming in from Suffern to Hoboken as 1157 with the other cat departs. The view from the Hohokus station is of this truss bridge, quaint looking truss bridge over Hohokus Brook. Here comes 1213 for Waldwick. Nice stopper effect. Next stop and last stop is Waldwick. Boy, it's 3:15, it's freezing cold out, and I could sure use some hot French onion soup, and I think I'm about to get some. This is 49 from Hoboken to Middletown, with Mr. Ben at the throttle. Everybody's hero on this line. Monsieur Ben really put on a little Cabernet Sauvignon sauce on that soup. Good. Delectable. Unfortunately, there's soup stains all over the railroad tracks. The bowl cracked because of that crappy PL. Now pulling out of Hohokus, 322 is train 1159 from Hoboken to Suffern. He's got a Jeep on him. 12:20 from Waldwick to Hoboken. And at 3:28, the gates are going down to Hollywood Boulevard for train 64. Route from Port Jervis to Hoboken. Cat 4120. That couldn't have been 64. He just went by a little while ago. That was actually train 1174 from Suffern to Hoboken. 64 is very late today. And 3:30 p.m. here comes NS train H55. Route from Croxton to Suffern. With no cars, no business. Reliable Jeep 38-2s. The leader was a white-faced unit. Don't see too many of them. Yeah, 334. This has got to be 64. From Port Jervis to Hoboken. Late today. Are out today getting that classic power. Wowie. How you guys doing? Have your fingers fallen off from the cold yet?
They're about to.
Don't touch anything solid, they'll break into a million pieces. Oh boy. Yeah, 3:37, we got an ALP 45 DP pulling out of the station. Get it on this side of the tracks for a change. Time is 4:10. Sun is going down. The wind feels a little stronger. It's biting. It's been a very cold day today. But at least we're safe rail fanning here. I wouldn't want to be rail fanning in Washington, D.C. today with all the horrendous nonsense going on down there. It's just makes me ashamed to be an American sometimes, but hopefully better times are coming. But this is just a huge stain on this great country to have this kind of behavior going on. So we got an outbound train going at least as far as Waldwick coming. And he's suffering bound with an ALP 45 DP. Nice horn. Yeah, Joe and Dean are getting cold. Getting cold, they are cold. So am I. We got a train bound for Hoboken approaching. 4:23. Love them Geeps. Next train we have is heading towards Waldwick. 4:25. Train 12:15. Daylight is fading. Stay here for one more train. At 4:30, here comes another train with a dinosaur, number 66, from Middletown, New York, to Hoboken. .4203 on the rear end. A lot of Jeeps today. It's been a fun day watching trains here on the main line of New Jersey Transit. Been a beautiful sunny day with nice blue skies. Looking at the blue skies, deep blue reminds me of a number of things. The blue waters of the ocean, blueberry pie, blue cheese dressing, and the U.S. Senate. Here comes 51 for Port Jervis with one of the F-40 Cats. 4119. The third time we've seen this today, in addition to the 4120, which was a surprise. Nice, good finish here. Now we're going to head for Ridgewood Station. Ridgewood. Spend some time here at Ridgewood getting the Port Jervis trains and any other old diesels that stop here. And we'll get XO4 with French onion soup going through here about 5:30 bound for Hoboken. Nice beautiful twilight on this cold evening. An interesting evening for our country today. Both good and bad depending on your point of view. This is a nice station, a beautiful town in New Jersey, Bergen County, Ridgewood, home of Valley Hospital, Has a number of fine restaurants and shops. Got equipment move for Hoboken at 4:53. A lot of DPs in addition to the Geeps and the F40s. Haven't seen too many PL42s. The only one I saw was on French Onion Soup's train. And approaching Ridgewood at 4:55 is train 1117, bound for Suffolk. He runs via the main line, and that high headlight only means one thing: a Jeep. We've seen plenty of Jeeps on this line today. It's been great. At 5:02, this is train 1163 bound for Waldwick. And this is a train that terminates here at Ridgewood with a Jeep. We'll be going back in about 20 minutes.
Something on the end.
And this is a train that terminates here at Ridgewood with a Jeep. We'll be going back in about 20 minutes. About 5:40, I think. What, 5:38? Train.
Does he originate here again, or does he turn?
No, he originates here. I saw this train here with cats once.
We should go to the other side, Rex.
Yeah. Well, this train is double-ended Jeep 40s. Get to hear this engine idling. Is this a former CNJ?
No. CNJs are 4100 Jeeps.
One of those Altoona rebuilds. I think they were former B&O and other railroads. I love that low idle, though. I haven't heard that sound in so long.
Probably because the front Jeep is powered. Train 53 for Port Jervis. A lot of action here.
an extra. He's going back to Hoboken. Doing his brake test. Double Jeeps. Extra train back to Hoboken. Pretty soon, French onion soup should be spreading on the soup on X04. 5:25, here comes another Jeep. No mistaking that high headlight, separated from the ditch lights. Not sure this may terminate here.
No, they
5:26.
don't terminate on that track.
Well, it's the last day of the Christmas season. They still have the Christmas tree lit here, but not the big one on the other side. .40, that's a Ridgewood train, terminates here. Should be going back in about 5 minutes or so. And that's a deadhead going to Hoboken. He's departing at 5:38. PL 42, haven't seen many today. Comes X04 with French onion soup, sacre bleu, 5:42 p.m. The scent of French onion soup. Intoxicating. And at 5:43, this will be train 55 for Port Jervis. This guy's departing for Hoboken. The Jeep again. I mean, we've been really OD'd with Jeeps today. Jeep 40 PH2 4100, original Jersey Central. Unfortunately, we didn't see the Jersey Central today. And 6:08, we had a train come in, heading for Hoboken. And he's got a Jeep on the rear end. I mean, there has been so many Jeeps running around today. Saw at least one FH2, few F40s, and we saw both cats. So I definitely cannot complain about the locomotive power seen on NJT today. Mr. NJ Railfanning has captured that train. There he is. He's had a busy day today, and so have the two of us, Joe and myself. Got a lot of editing and photographs to edit with all the Jeeps we've seen today. It's been a red letter day, even though we haven't seen any heritage units. Railfanning's getting ready for action. Hey! Getting ready for train 57 and another Port Jervis train with another Jeep. Love them Jeeps. This is a Waldwick train, not 57. He's due around now. All right, time is 6:15. Running a little late tonight is train 57 for Port Jervis. This is definitely 57. We'll be running to my right on track number 1. Port Jervis trains always have the Jeeps. From Hoboken to Port Jervis, that's a 95-mile trip. And it's amazing that they use the oldest engines for the longest trips. Well, that's what General Motors are all about. Reliability, durability. This guy's moving. Cool, nice horn show. Impressive 645 engine power. Train was supposed to have 2 Jeeps on the front, but they swapped that engine out. Hoboken bound. Close on a fantastic day. We got a triple meet here. We got this Hoboken bound train with another Jeep. We got two trains heading west. Train here should be 59. First stop is Harriman and away to Port Jervis. Train 1271 for Waldwick.